Welcome back to Big Burst TV, and on this episode, disaster. There's a reason why I have, well, let me start from the beginning. So, on the last video, you guys may have seen me go out to the beach parking lot and fly the FMS Ranger, and it was by far my best day of flying. There's no power. That's what I'm talking about, Briss. All right, now we can go home. Since I flew my first RC aircraft a little over 2 weeks ago. My first flight, maiden. Here we go. And we're up. Dropping the throttle. And so I've been teaching myself how to fly. And, you know, I think I've been doing okay, but each time I took the plane out, or whichever plane, I've had my hands on 5 planes at this point. What do I mean by that, you ask? Boom! Yeah. Boom! Yep. I bought another plane. Boom! That's right. And I've never been able to bring one back in one piece. So since the day was going well, I'm thinking, hey, you know, the nerves are gone. I'm getting a little smoother with the landings. Maybe, you know, I had my eye focused on that lagoon across the way from, you know, the beach parking lot. And so I'm thinking, hey, let me throw the floats on and then give it a try. Especially when this happened. It landed on its own. I wonder what that's about. Look at this. Oh, she's asking me to put the floats on. That's ridiculous. This is ridiculous, son. So I took that as a sign. I immediately took the plane home, installed the floats, grabbed my family. We went back out.
Wait a minute. You have to rethink this. How are you going to get it back?
Come on.
How are you going to get it back?
All right, so I'm going to... This is super sketchy, but I want to try. So I'm going to put it... Okay. So let's see. Oh man, I forgot it doesn't have reverse. So all right, so yeah, obviously this wasn't well thought out. I don't want to get the prop stuck in the grass, but hopefully the tide will... I'm gonna get ticks. Okay, there's somebody stealing your car. Hey, look, the plane turned back. It's like, yes, let's go home, son. Let's go home. All right, I should probably get it out right now. I should probably take it out. It doesn't turn like... Let's not do it. Though I so want to do it. But I hadn't worked out how. I knew it was water and I knew it was pretty calm all the time, but I hadn't worked out how I was going to actually get the plane in the water and then retrieve the plane after I finished the flight, if that went successfully. I started thinking there's got to be a way to get to the water. And so I decided to go to Google Earth and pull up Orchard Beach. And you can see that crescent there is the beach. And there, that big gray blob in the middle is the parking lot. Giant parking lot, right? Compared to the size of the beach. And then, boom, I saw it. Kayak launch. That's where I'm going to put the plane, in the water, right there. All right, back at it, crack addict. We got a good bit of wind today, so I don't know how good this is going to go, but hey, we're going to give it a try. And one of these struts broke off the last run, so hopefully it'll stay on. I put some glue on it. Let's get the bolts in there. Okay, because we got the rudder, I'm gonna put this up here I always forget these struts. Oh man, look, I just snapped it off. Oh man, I do have glue, but I'm not even gonna worry with it. We're gonna go anyway with one strut. All right, here we go. Wow, that rudder. I got one stabilizer bar there, and the other side is in my pocket. And my rudder is doing something stupid. I think I plugged it in backwards for the float rudder, and something's going wrong. But when I go right, cool. When I go left, it does that nonsense. I don't know if it's because when you put these floats on, the front wheel is on that bar right there. So I'm gonna try to get it straightened out, but I'm gonna still try to get on the water. Oh, there's little fish in there. Alright, well, I think this is alright, here we go. Oh, she doesn't want to go up. Let's see. Oh, she's not going up. That was spectacularly bad. She was too heavy with the water. So now I just gotta wait for it to float in. Man, I laughed in that video, but it was truly heartbreaking. I think we stood on that shore for what seemed like an hour, watching that rower every 15, 20 minutes go back and forth, waving, hey, hey, trying to get his attention, hoping he could retrieve the plane it had floated all the way to the other shore. And we actually went around to the other side. It wasn't as easy to get to. You have to go through thick forest and tick infested tall grass to get to the shore, but I still didn't know you know, the coordinates are actually where we needed to go through the forest and come out. And there's the Pell Museum, mansion/museum over there. Beautiful grounds and a lot of wildlife, but we made it to the opposite side shore, but I couldn't see the plane, and we couldn't match up the area. And so yeah, I just went home and made some phone calls, but hey, plane is lost. My FAA registration number is on the tail of that plane, so hopefully somebody finds it and maybe gets in contact with me. Hopefully I don't get a fine for littering, but yeah, that wasn't too good. But I'm not ready, obviously, to fly the jet. So what am I gonna do? Ooh, the FMS 980mm P39 Racing Cobra. That's right. It's got the Reflex V2. It's realistic, stable, and rigid. Plug and play. Y'all thought I was playing? The thing about these FMS planes is that when I got the first one, I'm like, it came with no bottom of the box, but actually that's kind of smart. Some of you may be asking why the 980mm P39 Racing Cobra, especially after this one being my first plane. But this one, it goes fast and it's smaller, and I like it. You know, I like everything about it. Let's check out some of the specs. ADM ESC is bringing me back into surface speed run territory. But hey, I hit 109 miles an hour in that very same parking lot. So hey, it's got a powerful brushless 3648 kV 770 motor combined with a heavy duty 70 amp ESC, and we just read that it was 80 amp ESC on the back. Yeah, I think at first this plane has been out for almost a decade, if not more, and they originally, I believe, came with a 60 amp ESC, then they went up to 70, and now, as we saw on the other side of the box, they're up to 80. So this is really made for racing. And so it's going to be super sketchy with me up there. I am nowhere near an expert or even out of the beginner stage, but I wanted to continue to fly something with a prop, but also fly something that had a little bit more speed. And so people are saying don't get this if you're a beginner, so I think I'm up to the challenge. So let's get this thing open. If you see a box cutter in any of my videos laying around, at this point you already know what time it is. Oh man, that yellow is beautiful. And that is a big prop. Well, you know what? Let me get this out of the box. I'm gonna just get it put together, and I may film it, I may not, but I know it's gonna take a while for me to get this built. So let me do that, and I'll be right back. I mean, that can't be right. Actually, this is the Mini P39 by Top RC. This thing is really nice, so I'm gonna do a video on this. There's a reason why I picked this up, and I just unboxed. It comes with some really nice stuff, but you guys are not here to see that. You want to see the actual bird, and there it is in all its glory. This thing is beautiful. And so it does have the landing gear, the retracts, but I haven't set that all up yet. But my latest bird, and it's Mini-Me. So you guys are gonna want to stay tuned for the maiden for both of these. I'm gonna do a maiden on the small 402 millimeter, and then I'm gonna do a maiden on the, what is this, 980 millimeter P39. Man, they, wow, down to the graphics on the side and the number. Difference is I don't have to put my FAA ID on that one. So like I said, you never know when you see this thing out on the table, right? I've got a battery, I've got a timer, and I've got the radio that I'm gonna use to fly this guy. So you guys are not gonna want to miss that. Hey, if you liked the video, hit it with a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hit it with a thumbs up and subscribe. Hey, the best thing you could do to support the channel is leave me a comment. Let me know how you liked it, and check out one of these videos. This is Big Briss, hoping everyone stays well, and I'll see you on the next one. Yeah.